Just to tell you a little about me, my name's Natalie Healy, as I just said. My background's actually in marketing. I've been with Forever for 8 years now. I started because although I loved my marketing job, I was made redundant from it twice, and I didn't like having my income taken off me. My mum had been with Forever for about 12 years at that point. She'd been asking me to look at the business time and time again, and I was totally closed off to it because I thought, I don't want to sell aloe vera. And I didn't really understand what my mum did. When I'd been at home with my children as a mum at home, I decided really to take a look because at that time I'd lost my confidence massively. I think from just being made redundant and also being at home with two young children. And I wanted something that could just bring me an extra £300-400 a month. And Forever ticked the boxes for me then because it gave me that flexibility and it also had the training and support that I needed to get going. Now, if we fast forward 8 years, I've now got the number one business within the UK and the fastest growing business in the world with Forever. So it's really totally changed my life and delivered an amazing lifestyle for myself as a single parent and my two children, Will and Rosie. You'll have seen, if you Google me, you'll find lots about me on YouTube and what we've achieved. And I'm working with some incredible people. In the UK now, in the top 20, there tends to be 14 to 15 in any one month that are in my team within the top 20 in the whole of the UK. So we're growing faster than anything. So it's my delight to talk you through exactly what it is we do. Now, if you see on the screen there, you can't change your life if you don't change your thinking. So what I ask you to do is just have a very open mind to be able to take on board what it is that we have on offer. Now, our first speaker this evening is a very good friend of mine, Emma Chatterley. We were actually at school together from age 5 to 9. We hadn't seen each other for 20 odd years and we reconnected through Facebook. So social media is so powerful for what we do now. And she's now building an incredible business with me. So I'll hand you over to Emma.
Hi, good evening, everybody. As Natalie said, my name is Emma Chatterley. Just to give you a little bit of background about me, slightly different from Natalie's. Obviously, as Natalie mentioned, we were at school together. I actually have a 20-year corporate background. When my two children were born, Alfie and Freddie, they're now 9 and 10, I took a career break for 7 years. Obviously, money became quite tight. And I was looking around for opportunities to get to the end of the month with a bit of extra money. But as you can imagine, jobs around children are quite difficult to find. So 3.5 years ago, I went back to my full-time job with a very large corporate company. Very quickly, I realised just exactly how difficult working full time around two children is, and just how much of my children's growing up I was missing out on. So, around 18 months ago, I met up with Natalie and another friend of ours just over a coffee, just to have a look at maybe earning an extra £500 a month initially, just to help me out with buying holidays and treats for the kids and things that I couldn't afford anymore. And very quickly, I took a look at this opportunity that we're going to show you tonight, and I could see a way that I could not only give me a little bit of extra income, but I could actually replace my corporate income. And I'm really excited to say that just over 3.5 months ago, I was able to hand in my notice on my 20-year corporate career, and I'm now working Forever full time. As Natalie mentioned, we're just on a 2.5-week holiday at the moment, so it's given me the flexibility to be able to do that. And as you can hear, we're still working from the apartment, so a really exciting future ahead of me and my children now. So enough about me. What you've actually logged on to hear about is this amazing opportunity and what we can offer for you. So it's my great pleasure to take you through a little bit about the company and who we are. So who are we? Well, internationally, we were founded in the USA in 1978 in Arizona. The little picture that you can see in the top right-hand screen is our home office in Scottsdale. It's an absolutely amazing building. Within the team, we actually have an incredibly long and experienced senior management team. They're the same team that were in place when the company was founded in 1978. So they have an incredible amount of experience between them and a massive vision for the future of where they want to take the company. Globally, we have a $2.6 billion turnover, which I think is an absolutely incredible number. I don't even know how many zeros are on a billion, but it's an incredible amount. The assets that we have around the world, we have over $1.5 billion worth of assets around the world, which for me, coming from a corporate background, I was very interested in the security of a company and what they had behind them. Forever has no debts. We don't owe anybody any money. We are very cash rich and totally debt free, which is incredibly reassuring in today's economy. Around the world, we operate in over 155 countries. So have a little think about who you know around the world, in which countries, and have a think about where you might be able to build a business. I'm in Spain at the moment. I'm obviously looking to start up a business over here while I'm over here. So I've been talking to people whilst I'm out here, which is really exciting. The marketplace that we're in is health and wellness, with everybody wanted to look better, feel better. We've just had the Olympics, so there's an awful lot of legacy being left behind from that. Everybody wanted to feel good, look good. And the health and wellness industry is predicted to be the next $1 trillion industry, which is just phenomenal. I'm sure you'll agree. So moving on to the next picture here, this is a really exciting picture for me. This goes back from 1978 and shows our company sales history. So we've got over 35 years now of incredible sales and growth. As I said, it's over $2.6 billion our turnover. And if you just look at where there's a steep incline on that slide, that was the late 1980s when we had the last really big recession in the UK. And this was the kind of growth that we experienced. And we're seeing that kind of growth currently in the UK at the moment, which is just amazing. So if you're looking to get in, now is definitely the right time. So as we said, we were founded in the USA, but we're well established in the UK now. So we were founded over 20 years ago in 1993. That beautiful building that you can see just in the top right-hand corner is our head office called Longbridge Manor in Warwick. I'm very lucky that I live in Birmingham, so this is just on my doorstep. In the UK, we have sales of over £40 million. Now, if you think in the UK, around £19 million a day is spent on the kind of products that we sell. We are literally just scratching the surface. So there's a phenomenal amount of growth to be done in the UK. We have the Investors in People Award, which is just a great award to have. Anybody that's familiar with that will know that it's to do with the amount of training that we have. We have unbelievable training. We've been given the gold status and the champion status, which means other companies look to us at how we do our training and try and replicate that within our company. We're also award-winning members of the Direct Selling Association, which is the body that governs our industry and makes sure that our company is of the highest quality that it can be. Okay, just moving on. What's behind the global success of Forever? Well, the market that we're in, we run what's called team marketing. So a lot of you might be wondering what team marketing is. I certainly didn't understand it when I started. So team marketing is basically a network of home-based business owners like me and Natalie and other people that work within our business. And we supply products directly to the consumer. So what that means is we cut out the middleman. So any of the additional profit that may go on warehousing and distribution actually disappears and ends up with us as the distributor. So we end up with much, much better profits from our sales, which is just really exciting. So what are the benefits of working within a team marketing company? Well, it's actually an uncapped and willable income, which is just amazing to me. Nobody's going to tell you, like they're doing a traditional job, that you're earning too much or this is what you're worth. And being a mum of 2 children, the fact that this is an income which is willable is just really, really, really reassuring for me. So the legacy that I'm building up for my children will be paid to my children as an income when I've left the planet. This business can be worked part-time or full-time around any commitment. So I work this around a full-time job for around 16 months. And there's lots of people within our industry working it around all kinds of different commitments and managing to fit it in with all the nooks and crannies of your life. So half an hour here, an hour there. You're given absolutely full training and support from your sponsor. So you're never on your own. You've never got nowhere to turn to. There's always somebody that you can ask for help. And we have a very simple business model that we use, which has been in place for the last 35 years. You decide your goals within this industry. You know, we don't tell you what you should achieve. You sit down and decide with the person that's introduced you what you want to achieve, and we'll put a plan into place to help you achieve that. As I said before, this is a global business opportunity. So you're going to be able to build a business anywhere around the world. And there's lots of people growing within any one of the 158 countries. I've got businesses now in around 6 or 7 different countries. I'm sure Natalie's got more than that. I'm sure she doesn't even know half of them. There's also other things on offer, which Natalie's going to take you through a bit later on, which are called the Chairman's Bonus, which just means you have a share of the company's profits. We also have an incentive called Car Plan, and we have lots of global travel. And we also have lots of recognition. You know, you're always patted on the back for doing a good job. And the one thing that we certainly know how to have is fun. So what do we do? Well, the first thing we do is use our products. We can't recommend these products unless we're using them ourselves. And once you do start to use them, it's very, very simple to start recommending them to other people, because of the benefits that you receive from using these products are absolutely brilliant and can be life-changing in some circumstances for certain people. Then what you do is basically talk to people about the benefits, talk to people about how great they are for you, and then you develop very, very quickly a regular 20 to 30 customer base. Then what we'll look to do is we will help you start to build a team. So all you need to do is start talking to people about what we're doing and find 5 people who may be interested in doing the same kind of thing as you. And then all we'll do is we'll help them to duplicate that and work the very, very simple business cycle that's in place. So really all you need to do is coach others to find their 20 to 30 regular customers, and then also their 5 key people that they wish to work with as well. So as you can see, I've mentioned before the team building cycle. So it's very, very, very simple. What we do is we make a very long list of all the people that you know. So we're talking friends, family, work colleagues. And then one by one, we're going to contact them either by giving them a quick phone call, meeting up for coffee face-to-face, an email, any one of those methods that you see. And we'll just show those people a snippet of what we do. If it takes their interest and they would like to hear a little bit more, we'll take them down to the bottom quadrant of that circle, which is the business presentation. That's what you're listening to tonight. And that could be in any one of a number of locations within the UK or anywhere around the world. There's usually one very close to most people around the world. And then what we do is we start to take action. So we'll ask them really difficult questions like, how much do you want to earn? By when? And how much time have you got to put into this business? And we'll start to take action and put those goals into place. So it really is as simple as that. And right in the middle of that is what we call within the industry your why. And this is your reason for why you were looking at the business. For Natalie, it was school fees. For me, it was leaving my full-time job. But it could be any one of any number of reasons. So just on the next slide, there's lots of different things there. Yours may be up there, or it may be something completely different. But there's things like being your own boss, being debt-free, working from home, to be successful, any one of those number of things. And if you have a really, really good think about that, the slide that you're going to hear from Natalie is going to show you how you'd be able to achieve the reason that you would like to join this business. So I'm just going to hand back to Natalie now, who's going to take you through the exciting bit, which is the money.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, Emma. Right, so how do we build a successful business? Well, it's about finding nuggets of time. Now, the average person, when they get working with us, they're probably working a full-time job, or it might be people working part-time around young children, and we're looking for about 10 hours per week. The more time you've got, the quicker it works. You might have a friend who's got 5 hours. She just wants to maybe retail some products. You might have a couple at pensionable age, maybe just looking to top up their pension and put 20 hours in, a family doing 10 hours, and then a couple of business builders. So business builders are multiplying their time very quickly by introducing other people. So there's more hours going in. So you've got 30 hours here and 50 hours there. All we're doing is we're teaching people to use the products themselves, to build up a very small customer base of just 20 to 30 people, and then to find those 5 key people that are looking for change. And we're going to teach them to teach other people to use the products, share the products, and introduce people to the team. So before long, you're doing your 10 hours a week, but you're actually being paid on the volume of products moved in 125 hours. So Forever is just like any other business. It's multiplying time, except in a normal business, you've got the CEO at the top multiplying his or her time by employing people. And you're never going to be earning more than that person. Whereas in our industry, you multiply your time by helping other people, but anybody can overtake anybody. So my mum introduced me, my mum Jan Whitaker, but yet I now earn more than my mum. She's worked the business for about 18 years now. I've worked it for 8. And within 8 years, I'm earning actually more than double what my mum is. So it's just about how hard you're prepared to work and what it is that you're looking for. Now, retailing, we've got 3 areas of income. Retailing the products, you can earn £200 to £400 a month. Being a business leader, so that's developing a small team, you're going to be earning between 800 and 2,000. So you've probably got about 15 to 20 people in your team at this stage. And a business developer, you'll earn between 2,000 and 20,000 plus. Now, when I started with Forever, I just wanted to be a retailer. I just wanted to earn a little bit of extra money just by recommending the product range. But before long, my friend said, you know what, Nat, I want to do that too. And slowly I became a business leader. Now, it actually took me a good 18 months to 2 years to get to this business leader level because my why wasn't that big. But now we get people within our team getting to here within 2 to 6 months very, very often. And other people take a little bit longer. So it depends how much you want. Then I became a business developer because I've got business leaders all across the UK. In fact, over 200 business leaders within the UK and many across the world as well. And this gives you a long-term income, which I'll go into in a bit more detail now. The only bit of jargon you need to understand is the case credit. Forever make this business so easy for us because it is accessible anywhere around the world. It means that they've given us our own internal currency. Now, that internal currency is called the case credit. So just imagine I'm in Spain now, spending the euro. In Forever, it's the case credit all around the world. One case credit is £159 worth of product at the wholesale price, and it's £227 worth at the retail price. Now, every product is the same denomination of case credits everywhere around the world. And we also do a starter pack, and every country has a starter pack, which is valued at 2 case credits. Now, the company teaches to do a minimum of 4 case credits per month to build a successful business. And well, this must be very simple to do because I've done it every month for 8 years without fail. How we do it is through using the products. We also do it through retailing the products and through recruiting. So every time someone joins your team with that 2 case credit starter pack, you get 2cc and so do they. So doing 4 is very, very simple. To get started, you need a license to sell the products. Now, that license is called a distributor form, a distributor application form. This is free everywhere around the world. It literally, you just fill it in and it gets you an ID number, which enables you to buy the products from anywhere around the world. Now you need some products to get started. And in the UK, we do what's called the new distributor pack. You get this at a 15% discount, and it's valued at £199.75. Different countries around the world are, different prices. The starter packs are pretty much the same. The contents vary. The contents is made up of the best-selling products within that country. So this is the UK packs you can see in front of you. So you can start a business for less than £200. Now, I'm going to show you the 6-figure income that this business has delivered for me in just a short amount of time. And that will show you how this investment is the best £200 I ever spent. Now, because the starter pack is worth 2cc, straight away it moves you straight up to assistant supervisor, because we're going to move up our marketing plan through volume of products. So the first step gets you from 15% to 30%. This 30% wholesale to retail markup is going to remain constant now. We're always going to get that 30% discount. What's going to change though is this 5% bonus. The company pay as a bonus every single month. So 5% of everything that you've ordered at the retail price will be paid to you. Most companies pay the bonus at the wholesale price, but Forever tot up all the orders that you've put through, whether it's for you to use or to recommend on, and they're going to pay you 5% back at the retail value of them. So Rex has been very generous since day one. To get paid more, you've just got to get more products out of your warehouse. You are the warehouse. You can increase your warehouse by helping other people get started with you. You get 2 months to get that pay rise, and the next level is supervisor, where we're going to do 25cc over 2 consecutive months. You can do it all in 1 month if you like, but you get given 2 months to do it. So you might do 10 in month 1, 15 in month 2. If we help you introduce 3 people into your team, so 3 people looking for change around their full-time jobs, around their current lifestyles, and we teach you all to do that simple 4 case credits, that's 16 case credits team total in month 1. Simply do the same the following month. You've done well over 25 now, so you're going to go up to 8%. Your team will remain on 5. The only difference is time you started first. So 8 minus 5 is 3%. So the company will pay you 3% of everything that your team does. Now, typically with 3 to 5 in your team, that's about £250 per month extra now. Remember, your retail is 2 to 400. So just think how your life might be different, or how that extra £250 per month could help you 2 months from now. So, end of September, what would you do with an extra £250 a month? You also get paid a sponsoring bonus, which is £45. So every person that joins you, you'll get paid £45 direct from the company. Next level is assistant manager. To get here, we're simply going to help those people in your team get their promotion to supervisor. Let's show them what you did so they can get paid more too. Now, we're looking for a group volume of 75 case credits now over that 2 consecutive months. You'll go up to 13%. You can see you've helped your friend here get to supervisor on 8. 13 minus 8 is 5%. You'll get 5% from that whole growing team. Another new person here on 5, difference between 13 and 5 is 8% for helping them. So typically now you've got 10 to 15 people in your team, giving you an extra £600 per month. Now, when I was listening to this business presentation when I got started, I saw that £600 a month and thought to myself, do you know what? That would be my mortgage paid at that time. And that's actually what I saw. I got here in 5 months, and then I sat here for 18 months because I was quite happy with that. I'd reached my reason. However, my life changed dramatically when I split up with my husband, and my 2 children mean the absolute world to me. So I wanted to be able to provide them with a lifestyle my parents had given me. So I started working this business a little bit harder, and I got to manager. Now, manager, you're going to do 120 case credits over those 2 months, and you're simply just reaching out to your team and helping them grow and develop their businesses. You're teaching them the basics until you hit that 120. You now go up to 18%, and you continue to be paid the difference between what you're on and what your team's on. Here then, 15 to 25 in your team is an extra £800 to £2,000 per month. This is what we call that business leader, a manager style business. And the quickest we've got someone here within the team is within 6 weeks. The average in the team now is 5 to 6 months around full-time jobs. So what would an extra £800 to £2,000 a month do for you in 5 months' time? Now, the most exciting part is this next step, because your friend here that's currently assistant manager like you were the month before wants to get to manager like you. 18 minus 13 is obviously 5%. Help them get to manager, they'll be on 18% too. And 18 minus 18 is obviously 0. But this is where the magic happens, because you help someone get to manager. They've learnt the basics now. They've done their apprenticeship. They don't really need that much help from you. They can do the everyday stuff on their own. So the company give you a pay rise from 5% to 6%. And this becomes what we call a royalty income. Imagine it's a mini franchise of you, and you get paid 6% month in, month out for the rest of your life. And this is willable to your children. Pretty exciting. We're going to help Flo work with Mo, the second person down, and help them get to manager, and you'll get 3%. We'll help Mo teach Joe to get to manager so he doesn't need any help anymore, and you'll get 2%. So you can see here, from the people you're still teaching, you'll get £800 to £2,000 a month. From Flo, your friend who you taught, £900. Mo, £450, and Joe, £300. Now, these percentages are based on the average manager business turning over £15,000 per month. So 6% of 15,000 is £900, etc. So here you're looking at between £2,500 and £3,500 per month. Now, this is where the business has totally changed my life, because I've helped 13 people now get to that flow position. Many more get to Mo, and many more get to Joe, because you just become duplicatable, and everybody teaches everybody to do the same. And this has provided a pension for me. So I'm 38 years old, and I could retire now and have a lifestyle that most people dream of. Now, I'm not saying this to impress you, but I'm saying it to impress upon you just what is possible. You know, there's nothing special about me at all. I've just simply worked hard helping other people achieve what they want. My mum retired from Forever 3 years ago. At the time, she was earning £5,000 per month. Since her retirement, her income has actually quadrupled, because Flo, Mo's and Joe's have kept developing. You can have 2 lines, 3 lines, 4 lines. You can just keep on helping people. Now, these are just titles on the marketing plan. When you've helped 2 people get to that manager position, that flow position, you're called what's called a senior manager. Here you can earn 29 to 61,000. The reason there's a gap in incomes is because you could have between 2 and 4 people at the manager position to be called senior. Soaring manager means you've helped 5 people. Here you're earning an income of between 45,000 and 104,000. We've had one lady just reach soaring within 8 months of starting her business. So why not you? The lady I'm talking about was actually a police officer. She was on maternity leave and not wanting to go back to shift work. Sapphire manager means you've worked to help 9 people get to that manager level position. So at the current time, I'm a sapphire manager. The beauty of getting here is you get a 1% bonus. So if I just flick back here, rather than getting paid 632, it goes 743% on every line of your passive income that's willable to your children. Now, just going up to that gem position, that sapphire manager, gave me an extra £10,000 per month. It really is life-changing. Diamond Sapphire means you've carried on working to help 17 people, and now you get a 2% gem bonus. Diamond Manager means you've worked to help 25 people, and you get a 3% gem bonus. Now, I've been privileged to have been taught by the Diamond Managers within the UK, Jane Leach and John Curtis, who are absolutely amazing leaders, and they've taught us all that I know, which is just incredible. I'm very, very grateful to them, and to follow in their footsteps is just amazing. Emma mentioned earlier our chairman's bonus scheme. Now, chairman's bonus is an amount of the company turnover that they put into a pot, and you can qualify to have a portion of it. These are actually 2012 checks in front of you. So 3% of it is shared out. The checks go up the more people you help qualify for chairman's bonus. You can see Jane Leach's check there. She was the top qualifier from the UK, and the lady that's taught me, her check was £500,000. You can see my check, which was just under £9,000 last year. This year, my check went up to £28,000, and next year, I'm working on helping so many more people do it that it will probably go up to over 300,000 because we're getting so many achievers. The thing I love most about Forever is the more people you help achieve, the more you get for yourself. But you can't achieve anything unless you help others first. The Earned Incentive Programme is what we tentatively call the car plan in the UK. Here you can qualify to get up to £6,300 a year extra. Now, this is a cash bonus. You can do what you like with it. You know, there's a lot of people that pay off holidays, mortgage, day-to-day living, whatever it might be. But there's also a lot of people getting nice cars with this. One lady in our team is just 22 years of age, and she qualified for the car plan programme within about a year of starting her business. Global travel, you know, as you can probably tell, I'm sat here in Spain. I absolutely love being on holiday. And this company has taken myself and my children and many of my team all around the world. Because if you help other people become successful, you get some amazing incentive trips yourselves. We've been to Hawaii, we've been to Vienna, we've been to Budapest, we're going off to Singapore, we're going to Lake Tahoe. We've been to amazing destinations all around the world, and you qualify for 5-star hotels, 2 flights paid for, and you get spending money when you get there. And I tell you what, it's pretty amazing going to these places with all your friends, because you make so many friends in this business. It's just one big party when you get there. There's people from all different walks of life that work with us. I mean, Juliana Woods, a young lady in my team who's doing amazing things right now. She worked the corporate life in banking, and she just decided, you know, she didn't want to be in the 9-to-5 rat race, and she wanted to escape it. She was actually made redundant after she'd started her business with Forever, and now she's earning over £20,000 per month within just a few years of working with Forever. We've got Tina Gillies. Tina Gillies was a sports physio. She literally joined the company through the products because her husband, Craig, a professional rugby player, got great benefits of using the products. And she, as a sports physio, started using them in her practice. And again, you know, she could only see so many clients as a physio to earn more money, and there weren't enough hours in the day. So slowly she built up a business with Forever alongside her physio practice, and actually now she's just full-time in Forever as she can earn more money doing this. Jane was a farmer, John a surveyor. We've got doctors working with us, all sorts of people from all sorts of backgrounds. And we're going to hear from one of those people now who's got a very different background to me. Sam has been working with Forever for just over 12 months. She's developing the most fantastic business, and her confidence is growing more and more. I know she never thought she'd be able to do this. She's had to come through a lot of personal battles herself, and I'm delighted to have her speaking on the webinar this evening and to share just what an incredible business she's got with us. In 12 months, she's already qualified for the car plan, for our 100 Club, and she's got managers within her team already. Sam's from a nursing background, so very different to me. So over to you, Sam. Introduce yourself.
Right, hi everybody, thanks Natalie and Emma. Evening everyone, my name is Sam, Samantha Pierce, and I'm just very quickly going to share my story with you so you know a little bit about me, and then I'll move on to talking about our product range. So basically, I got started, like Natalie said, 1 year ago in July last year. Unfortunately, in January, my sister died, and in April, I had my first baby. So dealing with these two life-changing events really changed my outlook on life and made me realise how valuable time was. So I looked at a business presentation just like this because I did not want to work to my full-time nursing career full-time. I wanted to build up my maternity money while I was off work. So I listened to a presentation just like this and I just got started. My main focus was not to return back to work. I wanted to go back part-time, and I also didn't want to put my daughter into full-time nursery, as that would have cost us a fortune. So I fitted it in around my daughter's sleep and feed times, as she was only 3 months old when I got started. But I very quickly saw how this opportunity could change my family's life. So I soon began to put more into my business, and I'm very happy to say not only did I return to work part-time this April, but I now have a manager business, and because I earn more from this part-time than I ever did in my 15-year nursing career, I now have been able to leave it behind and sack the boss. I personally have no business sense at all, but the training and support on offer gave me the confidence and security that someone would always be there to help me develop. And because of the training, as Natalie's just said, I've developed myself and my business enough so I could achieve the car plan. So I'm very excited to be looking for a brand new car over the next couple of months. I'll also qualify for the 2 free holidays next year, which is very exciting as I get to take my family with me. But most importantly, I've now got the time and the flexibility I craved, and I will always be around to watch my daughter grow up, instead of being at work and missing out on all those important things. So moving on very quickly, it's my pleasure to talk you through the bread and butter of our business, which is our superior product range. As you can see on the screen, we're in the booming health and wellness industry, which is a multi-million-dollar marketplace, and we cover a wide range of products to suit every walk of life. We cover 7 categories, and now from personal care, so who do you know that washes their hair and brushes their teeth, to products for people who love fitness, as everyone wants to look good and feel good these days. Moving on to weight management, skincare, beauty, nutrition, supplements, and even makeup. And a lot of our products can even be used on your animals. So I'm sure very quickly you can already think of a long list of people who would actually possibly be able to use these products. But why Forever? Why our product range? Well, because we're the world's #1 grower and producer of aloe and beehive-based products. We have superior products which are safe, natural and GM-free ingredients. We don't use any insecticides, pesticides or artificial fertilizers, so our products are completely natural and chemical-free. And we also have a patented stabilization process, which means that no other company can copy the way that we process and develop our aloe. We also have an advisory board of highly qualified professionals, and as you can see to the left, we have 3 photographs. You have Dawn Parker, who's a nutritionist, Dr. Peter Atherton, who's our #1 leader for everything aloe, and also David Urch, who's our registered vet. Now, these board of professionals are here to help you as a distributor give up-to-date, correct advice to your customers, which actually means you don't have to know anything to get started. Anyone with any background can develop a business with us, and we have people here to help you support your customers. We also offer a 60-day money-back guarantee on all of the products. So moving on to how you get started. We go to the next slide now. So how do you get started? You need to purchase your business in a box, which Natalie spoke about earlier, and it's known as the new distributor pack. It's the quickest and best way to get started, as it jumps you up our marketing plan and puts you straight in at making money. The company have been very clever to put this together, as it is made up of 17 of our fastest, most popular products to get you started, and it's also been heavily discounted and only costs $199.75. This gives you a brilliant start, as how can you recommend products to people you've never actually used yourself? So getting started this way is the most effective, as once you have used them, you will fall in love with them and find it very easy to recommend to your family and friends. It also comes with a literature pack, which gives you a wealth of information to help you get up and running. I can't physically go over all the product range tonight as we cover over 200, so I'll just very quickly share with you 3 of my favourite products. So the Aloe Gel, which is the yellow bottle in the middle of the photo, is our staple product, and our drinking gels are accountable for 50% of the company's turnover. It's a natural tonic full of vitamins, minerals, amino acids and enzymes to help your body work at 100%. But personally, since drinking it, myself and my partner have noticed a great improvement in our hair and skin condition. We sleep better, and it has helped massively with my partner's digestive problems. But the best way really I can describe it is that we just feel like Duracell bunnies. We're always full of energy and we jump out of bed in the mornings, no more alarm clocks, rather than dragging ourselves every morning. My second favourite is the Propolis cream. Again, aloe is the main ingredient, but it also has added herbs. It has a lovely sweet smell, but the propolis, which is one of the ingredients, is what the bees line the hive with to keep it sterile. So its action is very similar to a natural antibiotic. It's now a staple item in our household, as my daughter was born with eczema, and we have had numerous GP visits and had all the usual lotions and potions with no success whatsoever. Yet within just 1 week of using this cream, we saw a huge improvement in her skin condition. So I was very happy. As being a new mom, I was getting extremely stressed. We now only use it when she has flare-ups, and it has massively helped keep her symptoms under control. It's very rich and creamy, so leaves a protective barrier on our skin once it's applied. And the third one I'll share with you is the heat lotion. Again, the main ingredient is aloe, but it also contains warming and soothing agents. So it's perfect for warming up your muscles before you do any gym session, and it really helps massage any aching joints. But it's especially good for tension or stress headaches, as you can pop some on your temples. It smells delicious, and personally I use it to help me relax. I also suffer with a frozen shoulder, which is extremely painful, and the heat lotion is great to help me with the pain, so I don't have to keep taking medication. It's also completely safe for children, and I use it on my daughter when she has had a chesty cough or a cold, and for those awful sleepless nights when she just won't settle, I've put some on the balls of her feet to help her relax. So I hope you've enjoyed hearing about the product range, and I'll now pass you back to Emma and Natalie, who will now close the presentation. Thank you all for listening, and I hope to see you all soon. I hope to see you all building your business with us very soon. It is really life-changing.
Brilliant. Thank you, Sam. So you've heard from 3 people with very different backgrounds. You've seen an amazingly secure company, an incredible marketing plan, and if you're anything like me, you won't have understood it at all, because it took me a good 12 months to understand, but I saw something that ticked the boxes that I was looking for, and I just thought, you know what, I would get stuck in. What I will say to you is you need to take it seriously. You know, it's like any new business, except this business only costs £200. A normal business, you're going to be investing £5,000 plus. So put the time and effort into it that you would with a business that you were spending £5,000 plus on to get up and running. Don't just think, oh, it's only £200. It takes the right attitude and the amount of work to get it up and running. You need to be self-motivated and willing to work closely with the person who has sent you the link to this business presentation. You need to be prepared to tell everybody what you're doing. If you keep it a secret, it certainly doesn't work. You need to be coachable and attend the trainings. We've also got recorded trainings that you can watch from home. And some of the most successful people in my team live hours away from me, and they literally just teach themselves from our recorded training. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world listening to this. You need to be willing to have some big goals. You know, start dreaming again. We tend to stop dreaming as we get older, and reality kicks in, that we've got our salary, our monthly income, and our dreams are shrunk according to what we earn. And Forever has taught me to dream again. You know, today I was booking a safari to take the kids to South Africa next year, which is something I've always dreamt of doing, and also booking a month in Thailand just 2 months later, because for me, my passion's travel, and I want to pass that passion on to my children and let them see the world with me. You need to have a great attitude. You've got to be one of those people that lights up the room when you enter, not lights it up when you disappear. And commit the time to being successful. You know, this doesn't happen overnight. I haven't got to where I am in 12 months. It's been really 5 years of consistent hard work, but around being a single parent of 2 children. So I've just fitted it in the time that I've had available, but I've been consistent. And it can be a roller coaster like any business. You're going to have ups and you're going to have downs, but Forever will always deliver for those that work the plan and do the trainings and commit the time to finding those customers and building your team with those 5 key people. So from what you've seen so far, you're either in one of 3 places right now. Yes, you're really excited. Fantastic. Just go back to the person that sent you this link and ask them for an online application form, which we can literally do over the phone and get your starter pack sent to you within 48 to 72 hours. And then we can get your planning meeting up and running. Your planning meeting is just going to take an hour and a half wherever you are, and we're just going to work out what you want and how much time you've got and put a plan into place to help you get there. If this business isn't for you, then don't walk past the products. You heard from Sam, they've been life-changing for her and her family, and they have been for many people around the world, which is why we're experiencing such huge growth right now. Or maybe you're a maybe. Now, if you are a maybe, that means you've got some questions you need answered. So again, go back to the person that sent you this link and make sure they can answer those questions for you. If they can't answer them, they'll be working with somebody who's got the experience to answer them for you. So whether that's me, Sam, or Emma, or someone else, just get in touch so we can help you make the right decision for you. Either way, whatever you decide, you know, it is going to be the right decision for you. But one thing I will say is we've given you an opportunity that I believe to be the best in the world. It's up to you whether you decide to invest that £200 like I did and change the life for you and your family. Thank you everyone for listening. I wish you an amazing future. Get yourself registered, get your distributor pack, and spend that hour and a half needed to put the tracks in place to design your future. Thank you everyone for helping out this evening, and to everyone that's listened in. Good night.